something that like took me forever. Hi everyone, my name is Kimberly and I'm really excited for you to be here because I've been waiting to do this video for a very long time. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her beauty goes much deeper. Today I'm going to be walking through my sticker making process. So if you like this video, please remember to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and show your friends. I don't know, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna show you my canvas information. So I actually work on a 4096 by 4096, which is 4K. Procreate doesn't do a really good job of resizing or resampling images. When you scale up or even down, things look really pixelated. So once you draw something on Procreate, it has to stay how you drew it and the size that you drew it in. What I do and the way that I work around it is I draw in the highest quality, and then if I need to sample something down or up, I'll use Photoshop to do that, just because I don't want to have to worry about figuring out the placement of a certain mug in a certain location on a sticker sheet. It's just not really something that I like to think about when I'm drawing. When I draw, I just want to draw. Okay, so I'm also working in a CMYK profile, which, if you guys don't know, is the color profile you would use if you're working with a printer. When you're working in RGB, you might notice that when you're printing in CMYK, the colors don't match as well. And the way to prevent that is, if you're working in print, work in CMYK. If you're working online, work in RGB. If you're not sure which one you want to do because they can transfer to either or, safe bet is to work in CMYK because it's a lot more limited, and RGB definitely covers CMYK colors. So what I'm doing right now is I'm pulling up my coffee sticker sheet and I'm turning it into a transparent background, and then I'm going to export it to my laptop so that I can open it in Photoshop. And what I do in Photoshop is I will have that image and then I'll create a new canvas, and on this canvas I will make it a 4x6. It's a 300 dpi, which are dots per inch. Obviously my color profile is going to be CMYK since I'm drawing in CMYK and because I am printing. This is the part where I just rearrange the stickers. I kind of figure out where and what looks good in what location. If you'll notice, I swapped out one of the, what is that called? The kettle. And it's because that's actually an older kettle that I didn't like and I redrew it. In the very beginning, I drew my outlines in Procreate. And what I would do is I would find a monoline brush, I would turn the streamline all the way up, and then I would trace it. It worked fine, but doing it in Photoshop is just so much easier. What I do is I merge all my layers, and then I select everything, and then I will go to my selection. I'll expand my selection by 15 pixels, sometimes I do 20. I'll smooth it, and then I'll create another layer on top or even on bottom, and I will fill it in with white, and that will be my outlines for Cricut to read. I know that the steam from the coffee mug isn't going to pick up as well on Photoshop, but what I do anyway is I need to make a backing for this. And this is something that like took me kind of forever, not forever, but it took me a while to get, but I finally figured out how to make a backing. I'm going to export as a PNG, transparent background, back into Procreate so that I can create a backing, and I can also fix those outlines, and I can fix a little small things that need to be fixed. You'll see exactly what I mean. Slide into your mind so silky. Up under the down we fly. Clean it up just to make it filthy. Under the sheets all night.
patient, but know your time, trying to control. Eventually gonna need some liberation. I cross your mind once in a while. Okay, you have a wild imagination. I wanna see you too. Just drop a pin and then you send your location. Slide into your mind so silky. Up under the down we fly. Clean it up just to make it feel, yeah. Under the sheets all night. Under the sheets all night. Under the sheets. Under the sheets all night. Up under the. Slide back in your life like I never left. Climb back in your bed. Ooh, that's a bed. Time passes by as we do our thing. See you next season like you are the spring. It's getting late, you need my touch. All you gotta do is ask me nicely. I wanna see you too. But don't worry, I'm not trying to be your wife, yeah. Slide into your mind so silky. Up under the down we hide.
I exported two different files. One is going to be the front, which are the stickers that you would peel off, and the second one you would imagine it to be just a rectangular sticker. So right now I'm on Cricut Design Space and I'm going to upload each of the images. The first one is going to be the front, second one is going to be the backing, and then I center it, and then I'm going to rotate this to 90 degrees so that it's facing a certain way, so that I can duplicate it and I can have two on one piece of paper. When you're making your second sticker sheet, attach the two, because if you don't attach, then Cricut might think that you want it on two different sheets of paper. We're checking if we did it right, and yes, we want it on the same sheet of paper, so it's two sheets per one sheet of paper. So I use the Canon TR8520. It works perfectly for me. I just had to figure out my printing settings, and I did a lot of test paper printing, and in the beginning I thought, oh my god, I bought a crap printer, but I actually just didn't know how to use my printer. So it was me that was trash, not my printer. Don't blame the printer. Sometimes it's you, okay? Sometimes it's you. There are three types of paper that I use. The first one is clear gloss for inkjet, and it's from Online Labels. The second one, if I'm going for a matte look, is the standard white matte, also from Online Labels. And then the third one, this one is my favorite. It's from Sheet Labels, and it's an inkjet weatherproof, and I know you can't really tell, but it's so silky smooth. It just feels so good. To look at your material settings, I set my dial on the Cricut to custom, and then I browse all materials. Then on the bottom left, there's something called material settings. Click that, and I'm using the standard white matte paper, which is the second one that I showed you, and I'll be setting my pressure settings to 143. Sometimes I'll literally bring a chair and I'll watch my Cricut cut because it's so interesting. It's just kind of cool to see it. Also, I like to see the first couple of cuts just to make sure that it is synchronized correctly and that everything is running smoothly, because you can tell from the first cut if things are aligned. And if not, I stop it right away. I try to fix it just so I don't waste an entire sticker sheet.
the sunlit days, one thing stays the same. Rises the moon. Days fade into a watercolor blur. Memories swim and haunt you, but look into the lake, shimmering like smoke. Rises the moon.
Here are the stickers that we made together. I really hope that you learned something, and I really hope that some of the things that I learned along the way will help you. Whatever journey it is that you're on, whether you are starting a business, whether you're making your own stickers for funsies, you are really doubling down on your bullet journal, whatever it may be, I wish you luck. And if you want to see more content like this, subscribe to my channel, like this video, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, okay, well, thanks for watching, appreciate it. Good night.
Harder, but tread the water, child, and know that meanwhile rises the moon. Days pull you up just like a daffodil.